Good evening, everyone. Like many of you, I am shocked by the outright slander by two members of the board this afternoon. No one will call me a racist or a homophobe. These are people who have a vendetta against me. I am disgusted at how low these people will go. Anyone who knows me knows that I would not use racist words. I am not capable of that. I treat all people with the utmost respect and compassion. Racism is disgusting and vile. As a woman of color, this disturbs me deeply. These allegations are absolutely not true. I do not use homophobic slurs. Again, I do not use that language. These are lies. The board has no legal authority over my office. This is all political and malicious. The board and Mr. Alleging are doing this despite the fact that the people of the county elected me by an overwhelming margin and continue to support me. So why is this all happening? Because I represent change and I represent accountability. The people of this county deserve better than these political games. Let me make something crystal clear. I respect the people of this county too much to just walk away when there is a righteous fight underway. A fight against a good old boy system in this county that is corrupt. And now they are spreading vicious lies to try to destroy my good name. I received the inquiry when the public did. It is filled with blatant lies. Finally, about the deputy who was arrested today. Prior to the arrest, our investigators shared and conferred the evidence with the district attorney's office. In all cases, when we get evidence of a crime, we have a legal obligation to look into that evidence. The evidence rises to the level of probable cause, an arrest is made. To the people of San Mateo County, this is a hatchet job of an inquiry which was commissioned with a predetermined outcome in mind, and it was filled with lies. The inquiry was sold to the public as independent, but it was exactly the opposite. Only people on a predetermined list were interviewed. Other members of my organization were turned away. I will not be distracted by all these political games. My focus on that is the entire office. We'll be making sure that the county continues to be a safe county to live and prosper from. I will now take a few questions.
How would you respond to the finding in the report that you and Mr. Alleging are having an inappropriate personal relationship?
I have a personal relationship with Mr. Alleging and with other members of my staff. To say that I've been dealing with this kind of rhetoric my entire career. I am a woman of color that has gone up the ranks in a male-dominated field. This is nothing new to me. This is nothing new to me. I've addressed this. I've talked about it. Victor Alleging and I are friends. I trust him as I trust all of those people that are standing there. Would you ask a male sheriff this question? Yes.
Why did you not speak with Judge Cordell, and if you were not available, did you give other time frames that you may have been available?
She gave the way that her email was framed. You can either talk to me Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday between the hours of 3 and 5 p.m. That was it.
Did you give her other time frames?
I told her that I would consider being based that I had other obligations. But she only gave me those 3 days in just the increments between 3 and 5.
So are you saying that Judge Cordell then basically conspired with the supervisors or whoever to frame this report? You said it was predetermined before it was done.
It's definitely a biased report, and what I can say is that the county commissioned it. They paid for it.
So you think Judge Cordell is complicit in?
I will say that in what I was able to review, since the report was made public, as I told you, I did not receive any courtesy to look at the report prior. What I can tell you is that it is a biased report. She only spoke to people that are unhappy that I am the sheriff because they supported the past administration. And what I will tell you is that these individuals have a vendetta and don't want me to be in office. And other members of the organization reached out to Judge Cordell, and they were turned away. Imagine if we turned people away that wanted to file a report. It's not okay.
I was wondering if you have any thoughts on the board meeting tomorrow on the possibility of them asking you to resign. Would you fight on this till the end?
I'm not resigning. I am an elected official, elected by the people of this county that represents change. I didn't win by 100 votes. I won by close to a 14.5 margin, beating an incumbent. I am the first female sheriff. I am a woman of color. And when there's a political machine, a lot of people don't like that. As I stated before, I disrupted a lot of plans that people had. And there are people that are out to get me. And I will continue to fight for the people of this county. The crime rates are down since I've been in office. I've only had positive incentives and programs for the county, for the residents of this county, for the members of my organization. And I have not done anything where there's nothing criminal that I've ever done. I have not been caught at a brothel. I did not send a crew to strong arm a preacher for a Batmobile. I've done none of those things, but yet I'm being accused as if I've done some very egregious things.
Supervisor Noelia Corzo at the press conference earlier, she supported you for sheriff. Would you have any reason now to, have any bias against you, or can you know why she's speaking, speaking out now?
Well, I wish she would have called me and talked to me. That hasn't happened. So to me, she's taking one side, and I'm disappointed. Disappointed.
Talk to me about the people of San Mateo County, because this is, with respect, kind of a back and forth now between yourselves and the other side, so to speak. Talk to me about the erosion of trust that's going to be inevitable as this kind of plays out, however it plays out going forward. How do we repair that? Because it really is the people who are kind of victims here.
They are, and people are using their power and their positions to try and defame and erode my leadership. All the good things that I've done, all the things that I've ever fought for is always for the people in mind. The people of this county are being used, and it is disgusting. And I will not stand for it. I'll continue to fight. I will not give up, because I know that they believe in me. And I wouldn't be standing here taking all of the maligning that's going on by other county officials. The other alarming thing is that this report was also commissioned by the county attorney who was supposed to represent me. I have no legal representation now, because those same people work for the county executive and for the board of supervisors.
This will be the last question. Thank you.
Since there are screenshots of you calling someone a fuzz bumper in the report, are you kind of alleging that those are fabricated, or that you didn't mean it in a homophobic way, or what?
I do not recognize those text messages. It looks very fabricated to me. I don't speak like that. I don't speak like that. And these are coming from someone who is vindictive and upset. And I'm very disgusted. That's all I can say. As a woman, a woman of color, I'm disgusted that that would even be brought up.
Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you.
Thank you, good meeting.